Here's a ranked PvP match playing as the condition Willbender, but now we're using pistols. So we've got sword torch, pistol pistol, which allows a more full, holistic roamer playstyle, whereas before you didn't really have any condi weapons, so if the enemy team had like a decent amount of cleanses, you could just never kill them, and you would feel kind of useless. So as a burn guardian, you kind of need to have like overwhelming burning, or you'll never kill people that are too tanky. So now this really allows you to get a lot of burning and to allow you to be relevant in these kind of team fights where people have support. So we're gonna go for a focus target here. Their Tempest looks like a good target because we want to prevent them from supporting their allies. But in these matches, they came out with the new weapons, right? And a lot of the weapons are support weapons, so people are trying out the new weapons, and that means that a lot of people are going to be doing like triple support comps because they want to play like Staff Warrior and Revenant Scepter, and then you've got like 3 supports on one team. So these matches can be really tanky, and this is definitely no different, even though their team is running just the most standard supports anyways, so they're not really trying new things out. But yeah, our team is getting support checked right now. We don't really have that much healing or support. I think we have a rifle Chronomancer, but they have more support than us for sure. So we're gonna need to just play sides here. We have sides right now. Just don't engage in the middle, but we are losing home. So I could go there, but this isn't really a duelist, so I want to go into the team fight and look for a kill here. I'm going to use my Purging Flames on the node and try to probably use... It's a good idea to use your Torch 5 in these big team fights because it can trigger all of your virtues multiple times, but also cleanse your allies at the same time, which is usually going to give them a lot of support. We see their Core Guardian is a good target here. I get interrupted in my Pistol 5 and they get the revive, and that's unfortunate because then this is going to stall the fight quite a bit more. And we use Purging Flames on the node again, always great in these big team fights. F3 into Whirling Light. We're getting a ton of damage off, but we have to be careful because I have no stun breaks and I'm in the middle of everything. My ally goes down, and there's not really much I can do because we don't have the throughput to get those kills or to revive. So we've basically been trip capped right now because we lost sides and we lost mid, and I can go for the decap on home. Yeah, we can go for that, but their Mirage is going to probably try to fight me with their teammates who are rotating in, so we need to be careful. I'm going to use my F3 to get out of that stun and just kite away. My team is respawning, so I'll regroup with them so I don't die. I do not want to die, or we'll just lose 100 or 200 points off of this because we need to regroup. If I die again while we've lost the map, it's going to be extremely bad. So now we can start capping home. We're actually not going for the cap. We're just going to go for the... Okay, now our teammate is capping, so this is fine for us to fight here. I'm going to use my... Okay, so their core support guardian uses their elite, so now we know that they're an easy target, but I am kind of getting focused a little bit too, so I have to be careful. And I'm going to try to go into mid to decap that. So this is kind of nice, but their Dragon Hunter leaves a trap, and I'm in a little bit of danger. I don't want to walk through this trap. We didn't end up actually getting home. We lost that. So getting the decap on mid is nice. And we're just going to 3v1 this warrior at far because it doesn't seem like it's working out at home. Purging Flames doesn't really do too much there, but it really couldn't anyways. And we're just going to run this guy down with the Pistol 4. Use the Pistol 5 to knock them back so they can't use their heal skill. And finish them off with Whirling Light. Now I know that they have 2 supports on their team, so we really want to be careful with leaving those downs there, but we kind of need to get value off of our kills because they don't really have that much damage. They're a really bunkery comp. So a little bit greedy there, but we have to be. I'm going to try to go into home and decap that because I see that their supports are at mid, and that's going to just take way too long to win that fight. Getting the decap there was enough. I see that my respawning Mesmer is going there anyway, so I kind of wasted time. We can keep sides, but we don't have anyone watching far, and that's a common issue is someone needs to play the role of duelist, and if no one plays the role of duelist, you kind of are forced to play that as a DPS build, which is just not ideal because you can't really survive outnumbered too easily. So yeah, we're not in a good spot. We do have home, but we've lost far, and we're going to take a really long time to take this team fight with these supports again. So, well, yeah, they have a, what is that, a warrior here at mid? I'm going to go for the decap on far. It looks like our thief is already there, so that's fine, but we need to maybe get a kill here. My ally dies here. They went a little bit too aggressive while they were outnumbered, and I can't really stand on the node for too long, so we're going to need to probably regroup with our team, or I can try to split the enemy team. It looks like I'm trying to split them, so we're going to go into far and try to prevent that from getting decapped here. This is a very rotationally heavy game because we don't really have a duelist, and that means we need to be absolutely pristine, get kills, and then, you know, when they try to take our node back, we need to create team fights at those nodes instead of just having someone hold it, because we don't really have a duelist, even though I think we have a support spellbreaker maybe? I don't know. So I'm getting chased here. It's not the worst because we're capping home with our thief, but yeah, I'm getting Dragon Hunter pulled here. I need to survive, so I just line of sight behind this wall. I get CC'd, and I'm going to use my virtues to get some distance, use my heal skill, and since they're chasing me and I've got nothing to escape, I'm just going to go on them. Use my torch. Purging Flames is down to cleanse, and this might be a Condi Dragon Hunter, I'm not sure, but we're just going to use our torch here. But oh, we actually go for the double symbol into the pistol 4. That's a pretty nice combo, and they're pretty out of cooldowns now. I charge my pistol 5, they block it though, and it doesn't go through them, unfortunately. Yeah, the pistol 5 is really weird with ping, and I was playing on EU here, so you have to like charge it up and then shoot it through them, and then you can like knock them backwards, or rather forwards towards you if you shoot it through them, and then you explode it while it's behind them, because the knockback is in relation to where the orb is. So you can kind of like engage on people by shooting it through them and then knocking them toward you. So it's nice, but obviously I can't really do that too well with ping. So we get that kill on the Dragon Hunter, but we know that they are respawning because of that, and we want to get this kill very fast on this Tempest, and then they have the respawning Guardian. We probably should have just gone for the kill on this, because yeah. So I swap weapons there, and because I knew that the Guardian was going to use their Signet res, and I have Doom Sigils, and the poison can prevent the res there from the Signet, but for some reason it didn't. So this is a bad situation because they've got 2 supports alive here, and we can't really do too much. So we're going to just use our cooldowns to survive and stall on node, and as soon as I run out, I'm going to leave. But my Deadeye was taken out, so this is not a good situation. A bunch of people are chasing me. I could use my F3 to jump on terrain here, but I'm going to actually port through them with my sword 2 and see if I can create a different situation. Our team is behind 100 points, which isn't the worst, but we do really need to look for a good situation here to get some kills. So obviously this Dragon Hunter, we can kill them alone, we noticed that, but their support is capping the node nearby. So if I can't get this kill fast enough, it's not relevant. But we do kind of force them to get off the node, so at this point I'm wasting a lot of their time. So I'm going to go into mid and create some distance, get on their Berserker here while we've got a numbers advantage, and yeah, we're just going to start capping the node. So we are using our pistol abilities, which is kind of nice here. We can just add some burning from range, pretty reliable. It's pretty hard to kite as well, and we're going to use the Purging Flames on the body, F3, and Whirling Light. That's your main combo in these team fights when you know people are going to stand still, because it does the most reliable damage, and it kind of supports your team by giving them stability and cleansing. So it's just the highest amount of value in these team fight kind of like engagements, where you use Purging Flames, then you use F3, give stability, and then you're going to Whirling Light in that fire field, which is going to give you actually more burning, because the Whirl Finisher of the whirling light in the fire field is pretty nice. Now, the support guardian here does not prevent the decap here, so that's pretty nice. And I can even 1v1 them, but we know that their dragon hunters are respawning. So I'm going to use my F3 here to not get CC'd. Use purging flames just to pressure them, but yeah, I don't want to. It's now going to be a 1v3. Using the contemplation of purity there is kind of nice because it converts burning into Aegis, which gives me another block. But yeah, we want to get out since we're out of cooldowns now. Potentially get a target on mid. I'm going to precast the pistol 5 there, but it actually got line of sighted by the little lamppost there, unfortunately. Now, purging flames is going down into the whirling light. We get that extra burning, but I retarget to their tempest because I see that my team is pressuring them. Use the torch, but it gets reflected. We get the kill anyways. I'm going to use my combo here with the torch, and just standing next to the enemies with my torch 4 passively burning, it does a lot of damage. And then we're going to just finish off these kills because we don't really run out of damage anymore. They reflected my pistol 5 there and used their Akeem relic with the Berserker Mace F1. Now we want to kill this support guardian here. Their team is extremely tanky, so the fact that my build really does not hold back on damage is doing us a favor because we're essentially just hitting, target dummies the entire game. It's a DPS check because they have so much sustain. If I were running a build without 2 heavy DPS weapons, there'd be no chance that we'd actually get kills in this game. So yeah, the pistol Willbender does a lot of damage, but it is kind of squishy. You don't want to be dueling or trying to play outnumbered unless you've got your cooldowns up. So obviously go in and then go out immediately as soon as these cooldowns are out. Now, I can go back in and create some distance for my team because they're holding mid and there's not really going to be a good outcome if we take this team fight at mid. So if I pretend like I'm going to decap far, then it's going to essentially create a smaller fight here at mid and therefore more manageable for us to be able to hold. And yeah, we're going to go into far and create a situation here. Yeah, they're all going to chase me, and I'm being chased by 2, so that's pretty good. So we get to hold mid. We don't lose the decap from it being overwhelming team fight where we have to get off node and give the decap. And we've also got home. So yeah, kind of splitting their team almost like a thief here. Playing a thief role, almost. But yeah, that's what a roamer is. And we're going to go for the pistol 4 here. Finish off that berserker. Pretty nice to be able to do that from node. And just keep using my Willbender mobility to keep pressure on the decap potential there. Almost as if I'm a thief. So you can see that their support guardian was not pushing in the mid. Because if they get decapped, then it's not worth. So yeah. Almost playing like a thief in this game. But just a lot more damage than a thief. So we're going to get on this Mirage with our virtues. And our team is rotating now because their team is too afraid to rotate. So at this point, we are in a pretty good spot to win. We just need to hold home. And mid, I'm going to watch any rotations and just go wherever the enemy is and try to pressure them so that they cannot pressure my teammates who are holding the nodes. The warrior who's at far, they're holding a 1v2, so that's fine, but we don't really need to go anywhere else. We just hold home and we are completely fine. So this is pretty much how you want to be playing the new pistol Condi Willbender. If you like this content, then subscribe for more. Check out the links in the description, and I will see you all next time.